Well, hello. I am back. I have not been able to make little videos like this for a while. I had to infiltrate a MAGA convention, which required me to drastically change how I looked, which is why my beard is slowly starting to grow back. And then I went to Vegas for my 40th birthday. So, fuck yeah. Anyway, to start things back off with a bang for these videos on my second channel, somebody sent me this fascinating thread called How Porn Destroys Nations and Your Brain. They declared war on you by weaponizing pornography. A thread. If you have any questions about, like, who possibly could have written this thread, I think that maybe they are. Yeah, they probably are. Probably. Porn is not an innocent hobby or without consequences. Your brain shrinks. It does not. Families break apart. They could. Nations fall. Ancient Rome fell partly because of it, and the modern society is on the brink of collapse due to sexual liberation. First, some science. Before we get to your science, it is always very, very fascinating to me when people make this claim that ancient Rome fell due to decadence. There are a lot of reasons why Rome fell. It also depends on which Rome you're fucking talking about. If you're talking about Rome, that could be anything from bureaucracy, stagnancy, so many fucking external factors. Just simply some empires without the right infrastructure cannot live that long without without the ability to transport goods or communicate quickly. That's why a lot of empires that expand very rapidly, they always crash. Rome in and of itself was not even necessarily the most successful empire. This Rome thing is just like fucking fetishism, which is very strange. But the Eastern Roman Empire lasted, I think, 3 times, at least twice as long as the Holy Roman Empire. So yeah, that's bullshit. Here's the science. Gray matter is significantly reduced with porn exposure. No, it is not. No, it fucking is not. It's the stuff in your brain that is involved with speech, emotions, muscle control, memory, seeing, hearing. Porn makes you literally. Okay, first of all, no, that's not true. Gray matter is. This is so fucking dumb. Gray matter, white matter, this is all depending on, like, the actual surface level of your brain. And that is just a description of the types of neurons and the clustering of the types of neurons. The thing that they're talking about, speech, emotions, muscle control, memory, seeing, hearing, these are all handled in different lobes of the brain. It's bizarre to me that, like, it's the gray stuff that does that. That's my science. Scientific evidence shows that gray matter decreases over time with porn use. There is no decent citation in here, as far as I could see. It just has some, like, MRI scans and then a plot chart. And it just absolutely is bizarre. You are easily controlled if they eviscerate your brain first, which leaves you with depression, social anxiety, crippling addiction, erectile dysfunction. Oh yeah, the darkened mind. Yeah. This is some darkened mind kind of shit for sure. The prefrontal neocortex, which regulates self-control, descends into a juvenile state because of porn. No, it does not. It also regulates a lot more than just self-control. This makes porn a sophisticated weapon by targeting such a specific piece of the brain, that part which makes you you. Fascinating. I thought it also targeted speech, emotions, muscle control, memory, seeing, hearing. I mean, just for example, you're seeing, you use your occipital lobe, which is back here. Prefrontal cortex is up here. So if it's so fucking targeted, how exactly is it also just kind of everything all in all the gray matter? Oh my fucking god. Porn makes your palms hairy? Hello. Yeah, that's true. No. Notice how porn wrecks the part where your pineal gland resides. The gland is believed to be the seat of the soul, not by anyone who actually knows anything about science. No. And this is not a fucking citation. This is just a picture. Holy shit. Now we'll look at how Israeli forces used porn as a weapon. He's bringing up the Israelis. I wonder why. This part might get me banned. Let's hope so. In 2002, when the IDF occupied Ramallah, they started broadcasting pornography to the Palestinians. This is true. They could not leave their homes because of Israeli snipers. IDF knew Palestinians were desperate for information, so they poisoned their minds instead. Now, look, it's one thing to say, like, yes, they did broadcast it, but then to say that it's obviously because it's a bioweapon to destroy their brains, rather than just what it is, preying upon a very huge social stigma for Muslims. They are not cool with the pornography, and they're not down. Is this the guy that Vosh debated? I doubt it. This is probably just, like, Christ ancestor pilled masculinity supremacist parallel societist. No, this is just like probably a weird Nashy Fash kind of Christo Fash sort of kid. Yeah. No, this is just, it's very common. This is very common. I'm just shocked by how many likes this has gotten. It's fucking nuts. Wait a minute, pornography is freedom, right? Highly doubt the IDF was bringing freedom to the Palestinians. Perhaps the first instance in a war scenario where porn was actively weaponized to gain control over a people, though it started way earlier. Now, another thing that's really important, when you start hearing people saying shit like this, and especially when they start bringing up Israel and Palestine, they don't actually give a shit about Palestinians. They don't. They just really hate Jews. That's why they do it. There's no other fucking reason for them to do it. None. That is 100% their fucking motivation. I can tell you that right now, because I've heard this 100 times. The decadence of Rome is a popular theory of why Rome fell. No, it's not. There are many factors, and sexual immorality definitely played a role. It didn't just happen overnight. Decadence is a slow poison. Yeah, Christofash. Have you never heard of Christofash? It's people who are looking for a certain type of identity, and they embrace very specific tenets of Christianity. Not some are Catholic, a lot of them are not, and they adopt that along with like a very strange fascistic society is doomed and decadence is the poison, and we need to like figure out a new way to blah 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 blah. It is a popular theory. Then again, it's a popular theory that vaccines cause autism. Exactly. Yeah. It's ridiculous. One of the precursors to the French Revolution began by subverting the morals of the French. The morals of the French. Okay. Sexual depravity became common, and naked ladies were shown in theaters. This is when pornography was still in its infant stage. This dude does not have any idea about sexual depravity in France that went on fuck hundreds and hundreds of years before there were fucking theaters, dude. Oh my god. After World War II, Germany was flooded with pornography to subvert the morals of Germans and leave them docile and blind. Derailing the people lowered the risk of a national response to what was going on. The setup for the 1960s sexual revolution has begun. Wait. So, and again, I'm just adding in some context here. After World War II, Germany was flooded with pornography to subvert the morals of the Germans and leave them docile and blind. The morals of the Germans immediately after World War II, and it derailed the people, lowering the risk of a national response to what was going on. So you just really wanted a immediately post-World War II national German response. Yeah, Germany was very, very porny before World War II. Weimar Republic, absolutely. No, there was totally porn in Germany before that. This is just fucking crazy. Whoa, can I show that picture on stream? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you know what? Oh, I don't think this guy's gonna show any actual porn on the thread. That would be like counterintuitive to what he's trying to do, right? All right. Due to the normalization of porn in magazines, young college women in the 70s began reading about masturbation, among other things, because women never masturbated before the 70s. The process of decadence is slow until high-speed internet allowed porn to spread like cancer. Fast forward to the present day. Decades of moral subversion left the millennial and Zoomer generations isolated. Due to impaired emotional bonding, families are not made, which forms the fabric of a nation. There are just no more families being made. Dang it. Ask a regular young man or woman about marriage and children. See the absolute hatred and contempt they harbor towards those duties. This person has never actually talked to another human being in real life. Like, this person is terminally online. They see, like, these very loud and, like, these articles that are, like, seemingly very, like, lefty, but really they're weird, virtue signally libby stuff. And they're like, that's how everybody feels. That's how everybody feels. Because if you go and you take a poll of like 100 people, the vast majority are going to be like, yeah, get married, have kids, yeah. It makes absolutely no sense. This is bait. All of this is bait for other terminally online dudes, young dudes, who see the same thing, and instead of going out and like experiencing the world, they're like, yeah, you know, they're trying to destroy us with porn. That's why I'm not getting a girlfriend. It's not because I spend all of my time on fucking Chan boards and shit. Even Boomer and Gen X married couples suffer severely due to porn. Low marital quality, commitment compromised, inability to orgasm with a real-life partner, weak fathers create the sluts we see today. Porn and relationships are all a degree of respecting somebody's boundaries and communicating those boundaries. Lots of people are totally fine with it. The reason why quite a few people are not fine with it and why couples have problems with porn is because they don't talk, and probably because one or both of them are incredibly insecure. That's usually why. It's very, very simple. Oh, my throat's jacked up. Ugh. Must be all the jerking off I do. Porn addiction is worse than drugs or being a fat ass. Oh, that's clever. Very kind. Drugs can make you overdose and a stomach gets full. Lust is never satisfied. That's literally a biological impulse that is bred into us through evolution. We are always lustful because that's how we make more of us. Now we don't have to. We can just jerk off. Jerk off. Our Christian ancestors were well aware of sexual corruption. Sex is a gift from God, but it becomes a problem when it's subverted. St. Augustine. Yeah, this dude is a fucking Catholic. Lust indulged became habit, and habit unresisted became necessity. Every time you're tempted to watch porn, imagine if you really want to be the last of your bloodline engaging in sterile activities. It's not worth bros. Oh, man. This is 100% incel arguments. The reason why people like jump onto this shit, and I'm telling you, is because they're terminally online, they're having a whole lot of problems with getting a girlfriend or like finding some meaningful relationship, and so they want to blame everything else. Porn is a really easy one to do because you can point to a lot of problems with porn, and there are a lot. But then if you make it into a great Satan, then obviously it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's those damn pornographers. In normal interaction with the opposite sex literally raises testosterone and happy hormones. No. Look, lots of things can raise your testosterone and your happy hormones. The thing that's so weird about it, too, this dude wants to try and make, like, these scientific arguments, but he has not once mentioned oxytocin or dopamine. Why not? Why not? Why not? That's what happens when you nut. You get the dopamine and the oxytocin, which you can also get from a bunch of other stuff, too. Okay. All right. Fascinating. This is so crazy. Yep, there's going to be a lot of dudes with crosses and so fucking nutty. People asking, "Hey, can damage be reversed if stopped?" It's fake, don't worry. It's a correlational study of 56 dudes. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, like, look, I could debunk this, and if you really want, we could look at this Wired article. But honestly, like, the simple fact that this dude, whoever this random, obviously low T, low IQ, sad little fuck who can't seem to get a girlfriend, and instead dedicated himself to whining about pornography and praising Christ. Can't even make like relevant, decent points and try to address the actual scientific aspect of it. Like, what is the difference of oxytocin and dopamine and whether or not blah, blah, blah. It gets brain structures fucked up. Like, honestly, no. I just wanted to share it because I thought it was fascinating and hilarious. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for this. I'm back. Glad to be back. We'll keep making some silly, fun little videos that you can waste your time with. Appreciate you.